I'm Rolly Marks. This is the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land, where we take a look at your top stories making headlines every Monday to Thursday. And we begin today with harrowing news, that of 2 terror attacks this morning in the capital city, Jerusalem. So let's take a look at events as they unfolded during the course of today. This morning, during what would be peak hour traffic, it was reported that there was an explosion at a bus stop very close to Givat Shaul, which is very, very close to the central bus station, one of the entrances to Jerusalem, as you come off Road 1, which was subsequently closed. Minutes later, a second blast was reported at the Ramot Junction, which is also very close to another entrance into Jerusalem. Initially, it was thought that the second blast could be as a result of police sappers detonating an unattended bag, but it was subsequently confirmed that these are both 2 terror attacks, both planned, a very, very sophisticated plan and operation carried out. At the moment, it is not confirmed who was responsible. Some possibilities flout that it could be ISIS. At least that has been reported by some of the Hebrew media, but nobody has claimed responsibility for this. One person was killed as a result of the blast. He succumbed to his injuries. Another person is in critical condition and at least 18 others are injured. It is believed that the bags were strategically placed at these bus stops, monitored carefully and set off by remote control. One eyewitness reports seeing a man on a bike leave the bag by the bus stop. Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad have lauded these attacks, saying that this is the Zionist enemy paying for their aggression on the Palestinian people and the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Now, the Prime Minister met with his security cabinet round about 12 p.m. today. He has briefed Prime Minister incoming Benjamin Netanyahu about the security situation. The incoming Prime Minister Netanyahu met with victims who are in hospital earlier today. On the scene, Itamar Ben-Gvir, who has been pushing for the public security portfolio, was the first minister to visit the scene and saying that terrorists will have to pay a heavy price. Meanwhile, investigations are continuing. A short while ago, the Canadian Embassy confirmed that one of their citizens, 16-year-old Aryeh Shchopek, was killed as a result of the terror attacks. His funeral is taking place as we speak now, which is round about 3 p.m. Meanwhile, the international community has condemned the attacks. The American ambassador calling them appalling, the Canadian ambassador condemning them, ambassadors from the United Kingdom, Austria, the Netherlands, Poland, and various other countries very, very quickly condemning today's terror attacks and expressing their condolences to the Shchopek family. The European Union envoy to the Middle East has also expressed his concern, his condemnation, and his condolences. Meanwhile, overnight it was reported that the body of an 18-year-old Druse-Israeli was kidnapped by Palestinian gunmen in Jenin. So let's take a look at what unfolded in that story as well. It is believed that 18-year-old Druse-Israeli Tiran Peru and his uncle were traveling by car when they took a wrong turn into Jenin in the West Bank during the course of the evening. They were reportedly involved in a car accident, and when news initially broke, it was reported that gunmen had taken Tiran's body from the crash site to hold it for ransom for the release of Palestinian prisoners. However, during the course of the day, Tiran's father has reported that his son was still alive, and what actually happened was that they were followed to the hospital where Tiran was sent to. He was taken off life support and kidnapped and held for ransom. This, many of us are calling murder. Now, at the moment, investigations are continuing as to who is responsible, but negotiations are also underway to secure the release of Tiran's body. It is believed that the gunmen took the body believing him to be an Israeli soldier. He's not a soldier, he was an 18-year-old student. And he is in the possession, it is believed, of the Palestinian Authority. We will also bring you updates on that as they break. It has been a very, very busy news day here in Israel, so apologies if I am stammering a little bit. We now go to coalition talks, and there are reports that coalition talks have derailed. The Likud have reportedly said that, or denied, claims by the National Religious that some of the positions being negotiated about have been walked back. Likud have denied this, and it's back to square one. It was reported last week that incoming Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu wanted to settle his coalition by today, and that is unlikely that that is going to happen. Meanwhile, he still has until December the 6th to put his coalition together before it either gets extended or it gets given to another party head to form. And our last story of the day takes us to the United Arab Emirates, and the UAE have initiated Holocaust studies in their school curriculum. This is a very, very positive step, especially in light of growing anti-Semitism around the world, but also is hugely significant in a region where Holocaust denial is rife. And that brings us to the end of today's very, very jam-packed news update. Don't forget to check out our website at www.layoftheland.online, our Facebook page at Lottel's site. Please like us, follow us, share our content, our YouTube channel at The Israel Brief, and our Twitter page to follow is at Lay of the Land 5. All that remains for me is to send my deepest condolences to the Schopek family as they bury their 16-year-old son, Aryeh, who this morning set out to go to yeshiva. Our thoughts and our prayers are also with the wounded and their families. I'm Rolly Marks. This is the Israel Brief, and we'll join you again tomorrow.